I'm here to give y'all the basics of when you're starting a business. And don't ask what the math's for. I'm going to explain that a little bit later. Because I see a lot of people on here that don't know what the fuck they want. And I really want to help y'all understand and figure out what y'all want. But before y'all even get started as far as business, whatever y'all do, I don't care if you're doing hair. I don't care if you're doing nails. I don't care if you're doing OnlyFans. When you get started, I really want to give y'all the basis of what you should think about before you even consider doing anything, before you make your next step, before you decide you want to give up, before you decide you want to go further. Anything you want to do, I'm about to help y'all figure this shit out, because I see so many people asking me like, what do I do? How do I do this? How far do I go? You know, it's just so much. And it's okay, because that's stuff that I had to figure out too. So I've been hustling for a very long time. That's what I'm gonna say. I have just took my business to the point to where it's a business, and I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. So I'm not perfect. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing sometimes, but these are things that I do know, and I have came far with consistency because of these things. But this is something that I feel like a lot of people need to know, and we all need guidance at some point. Shit, it's rich people out here that still need somebody to take them to the next point of where they need to be. So I really want to I really want to make sure that y'all understand the difference between a lot of stuff. Okay, so the first thing I want to look at is, I don't know if y'all, how clear y'all can see that or how it look to y'all, hustle or business. Number one. So when it comes to hustle or business, I want y'all to understand, and like I said, I just took my business from a hustle to a business. So I want y'all to understand the difference. So when it comes to a business, a lot of people can say, well, I got my LLC, I got this, I got that, and I know what I'm doing, and I've been doing this for this long. I thought the same thing until somebody literally said to me, you sure not what you doing is not hustling? Because if you okay, let me tell y'all this right now. If you're doing it by yourself, it's a hustle. That's gonna hurt a lot of people, because when I heard that, I was like, what you mean? So so if you doing it to where the hold the fuck up, because this shit, okay, if you're doing it and then it's like everything will fall apart and won't work no more because you're not in it, that is a hustle. It's not a business. I'm sorry to tell you. You're doing business, but your function is not a business. It doesn't have systems to be set up like a business. It does not work without you. It's not a business. But the good part about that is that it can be a business. And this is something that you got to be clear on before you decide on whatever you want to do. You got to know the difference. Like, okay, am I hustling or am I in business? Do I want to keep a hustle? Do I want to just make a lot of money, keep on going strong, or do I actually want to have a business? So the difference also is that in business, you have multiple people created within a scenario of whatever the fuck you're doing. It's different people in it. It's a lot more systems than a hustle, because a hustle is usually, okay, book an appointment, I'm servicing you. For example, if you do hair, your hustle, okay, I got an appointment site, I may work at a shop, I may work out of my home, you come and you get serviced. A business is that it's going through a bunch of different levels before it gets to you. It's not going straight to you ever. It's like this person has to go through this, and this before they get to you, or if they can get to you. It's like you have multiple varieties of options. For example, okay, the difference in business when it comes to hair. I don't know too much about hair, but I know about business. So when it comes to hair, if you are the owner of the shop, you are hiring multiple people, your money is not going directly towards you. That's a very big part. When you run a business, the money is not going to you. It does not come directly to you. It may touch your hands, but you're passing it straight off back into the business. It doesn't come to you. You keep it in your pockets to go out with your girlfriend. It doesn't work like that. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, Susie, I made $1,000 today. Yeah, we about to go ball out. No. You run that through the business system, and then you get paid when you're supposed to get paid. That's the difference. So if you say, for example, you're running a shop, the money wouldn't come directly towards you. It will run through something else first. So it's not necessarily like you don't count that as your money. Like, because I hear a lot of business owners also say, which is okay, because I said this just a few months ago. I was saying the same thing. It's like, oh my God, I made this much today. sorry to break it to you, but that's not how it works. Like, you don't, that's not your money. It can't no longer be your money. When it's a business, it's not being pocketed. It's going through different systems before it comes to you. Okay? And it's okay because I was very comfortable with the hustle for a long time. So I understand. Trust me. It's like when you making money, yeah, I just did 8 people here today and this and that. And it's going good for me, you know. But at some point, you got to realize, like, damn, if I want to take this further, it got to be more than me. It can't just be me no more. And that's a very important part of that. Number 2 is goals, long term and short term. Okay, so when it comes to goals, if you want to operate a freaking business, and it's so weird for me saying that because I know it's just crazy how many people gonna be stuck on number 1 because they don't understand the difference. And it's like, a lot of people gonna be like, no, I am running a business. I'm sorry, you're not. Somebody literally, like my brother literally broke it to me, and it hurt my feelings too. I ain't gonna lie. It might hurt a little bit. Like, damn, I thought this whole time I was running a business. No, you're not. A business can run without you, and I know a lot of people gonna be hurt and stuck off of number 1. But number 2, goals, long term and short term. When it comes to goals, these are things that you literally are fixed on. You don't get your goals. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm coming from a young person's point of view. I'm also open. I'm going to help a lot of older people too. But for my young people, I want y'all to understand this. When you have fixed goals for your business or whatever you're doing, even if it's a hustle right now, don't worry, baby, I got you. We can turn it into a business. When you have fixed goals on what you want to do, that does not change for the outside things that you may have going on. Now, when it comes to, okay, I'm in school, I got to do this, you know, even that, honestly, I'm not going to lie, it doesn't work like that. It's not like, okay, I have this goal that I was supposed to make 20 calls today. My boyfriend made me mad, and now all of a sudden I can't call because it doesn't work like that. Oh, well, he wants to pay me to stay at home today, so I'm not about to go in for business. I got to cancel all my appointments. No, that doesn't. If you want to be a business owner, if you want to be successful, if you actually want to make this work for yourself, your kids, your future, and whatever else you got going on, you have to understand that it has to be a difference. It got to be a line. It got to be some type of balance. And when you starting off, sorry to tell you, it's not going to be a lot of balance. It's mostly going to be a bunch of mostly business. Because if you want it that bad, you're going to be open to making that happen. And the people around you going to have to understand, period, point blank. And, yeah, so with your goals, it's very freaking important that doesn't change for anything. It's been so many times, and it's okay because if you've done this so far, because it's been so many times for me to where, okay, I started off a certain way, but I used the relationship thing, for example, because personally, I really did go through that to where I thought that person was also invested into my business. So when they said, well, let's take this day to do this and that, I was okay because I'm thinking like, okay, they're going to be there afterwards to support me. No, that's not how it works. I thought, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all thought too, like, I may be selling bundles, but if he called me, I might tell my people I can drop them off tomorrow or I can pull up tomorrow and blah, 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 blah. Perfect example. It was one of my old hairstylists. She literally told me, oh, I got to wait on my boyfriend to get here before I can service you because he has to put up my stand. Okay, so besides him getting there, if he couldn't, because he ended up not coming, or I don't know what the fuck happened, but she ended up not servicing me, but she told me mainly because she was waiting on her boyfriend. That's not business. That's not business. You can't, literally in business, if you take yourself serious or you want to become a person that does take yourself serious, there will be no, oh, well, my boyfriend or my girlfriend, oh, well, my baby mama, she on some other stuff today, so I'm not in the mood, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, mental health is very important, too. That's why I'm going to go into all of that, because it's like, I'm going to go on that on number 4. But when it comes to your goals, you cannot compromise that for a lot of stuff. And it's not just relationships. It's also family, too. Like, your family might want you to come out one day. I'm sorry, I got to work. I got something to do. Not today. It can't happen today, and you got to really be strong on that to the point to where it's like you're not willing to compromise because it's a business or you want to turn it into a business. And when you're doing your hustle, if you're willing to compromise, it shows that you're going to do that in your business too. So nip that in the bud. If you've been doing that, You know, it's okay. You can change, because we got to start somewhere, and we got to look at ourselves and say, you know what can I change to make this better? If I really want to be successful and I really want to turn this into something bigger than myself, and that's another part that's so important. You got to be open to making change, because if you're not happy with your results so far, you got to be open, you know, to just doing something different. And a lot of people don't really want to make that change, and it's okay, because it took me years. Like, when I say, you can ask my family, they really, like, they saw me slowly making that change as far as, like, you know, stuff that I was getting into. But when I took it serious, it was like, okay, like nothing else. As far as, like, you can't compromise certain things, because you gotta want it. This keep on falling down. You have to want it to be bigger than you. Literally. Like, it gotta be bigger than you. It can't be, oh, well, this person, you know. I believe in mental health breaks, though. That's what this whole project is about, our mental health, because as business owners, a lot of us don't get what we need on that part. So I believe in mental health, trust me. I feel like you do need your break, you need your type of release or whatever, and that's what we're here for. But yeah, so you have to be very clear on your goals and what you want. You have to be able to meet those goals. You have to be able to put stuff in motion, because if you're not able to meet your goals, I'm sorry, it's you. Because if you made the goal, that tells me what? I'm gonna give y'all a couple seconds to think about it. That tells you what? Not me. Don't tell me. It's you. It's for you. So that tells you what? If you make a goal and you didn't meet it, what does that say? Okay. That says that you believed it at one point, but then you gave up on your belief, or you didn't keep on going. It doesn't mean you're a failure. It doesn't mean you're fucked up. It doesn't mean that it's all over, it's the end of the world. No. It just means that you were very passionate about something, but at some point you sold yourself that it wasn't worth it anymore. And if you started, you got to really know, like, okay, it's worth it. You got to keep that in your head, like, okay, it's worth it. Like, you got to keep on going no matter what, because it's not always going to be sunshines and rainbows, and you know, it's not gonna be that working for somebody else either. So pick whether you want it to be a struggle working for yourself or for them, because at the end of that struggle, I promise you, you go get it, okay? But so number 3, money versus passion. And I want to make this real short and sweet, because I just want y'all to have a basic understanding of where we're coming from as a company with Vibenride. We really want to help y'all, you know, focus and everything, and really get on the right path, because it's hard. It takes time. It takes a lot. It takes strength. It takes freaking, like, a lot. But money versus passion is number 3. So with money versus passion, this one is so important, because I, again, just recently realized the difference, because I was on one business venture, and while I was doing that venture, it was something else that kept on calling to me. It was something else that just kept on calling. It was like, within that business venture, something else just kept on sticking out. Something else. And it was the vibe. It was really the vibe of the whole thing that really made me see what was really needed above what I was providing at the time. It really made me see, like, you know what? It's something else here that's missing. And it really got me to get to the point to where I wanted to, I had to add on that extra thing that was missing and that people kept on asking me for. Because I'm like, people keep coming to me for this. Why me? And I didn't see that I was already on my way, you know, to that point. But sometimes we got to see it for ourselves. And sometimes we really got to be open to seeing those possibilities. So when it comes to money versus passion, the money part, okay, so the money part is there when people say, oh, I want to get rich, I want to be successful. Okay, everybody says that. Who doesn't want to be rich or successful? Say I. You want to be rich or successful? Who doesn't? But it's like, the money versus passion part is the fact that it's like, okay, are you doing it for money, or are you doing it because you really want to do it? If you're doing it for money, I'm telling you right now, it will be a cap to how much you can do. And that's why you have to be open, and within what you're doing, you have to be always looking out for your passion. Because I was doing my hustle to where I was making a certain amount of money for a long time. I was, you know, I'm not rich or anything, but I was definitely doing good for my age and everything, and it was working for me. But it was something else within that just kept on calling me. I'm like, what? Why do people keep coming to me for this certain thing? And I just didn't understand that my passion was actually speaking out to me. So I was in it to make, it's my computer. I was in it to make money, but my passion just kept on coming out. It was like screaming at me. It's like, come on, you need to do this. You need to do this. You need to work with people. You need to work with people. You need to. I was even going to school for it, and I didn't even realize at that moment, that I'm really going to school for part of what my passion is, which is people, helping people, getting people on the right track. Because if I would have had somebody back then to do that, it's just a whole nother story within itself, but it would have made a big difference. But the money versus passion, it's like, okay, are you doing it for money? Or are you doing it because you love it? It's some people, for example, they say, I love doing hair. I love being a CPA or CNA because I like working with people. Okay, so you see your passion within that, but I feel like you get the best reward when you learn how to put those two together. But the passion side is, can you wake up and do it without getting paid? Think about that. Because if you're working for money, like I said, it's going to be a point to where you want to stop. When you're working for passion, can you do it without getting paid? I want to let that sink in. Think about it. What you doing right now? Could you do it? And I'm not saying, oh, well, you let somebody get $5 off, so you real passionate about what you're doing. I'm saying that if it came down to it and somebody said, I need you here at 5 in the morning, I need you to give me your service or whatever, can you do it without getting paid? Can you? Can you do it for free comfortably? Think about it. Or could you do it, not because I hate saying for free, because we got to realize that every time we do something, especially when it's our passion, it's not for free because you're building onto yourself. You always building on yourself. If you're doing that thing and you're going to get something out of it, that's why it's important to be open. Like if anybody, oh my God, it's so important to be open. But I'm gonna talk about the last part in a second. But money versus passion. Are you in it for the money? If you're in it for the money, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be a point to where you stop. So if you say you want to say, okay, I want to make $100,000 a year. That's all I want. Cool. Okay. You're in it for the money. That's what you want. You want to start a business to make money. That's cool. Okay. If you in it for passion, I want to do this long term. I might want to pass this down to my kids. I want to help out my nieces and nephews. I want to make sure my family's straight even after I go. Like, this is my lifetime passion, and I'm in it to get to the end. It's a big difference. Trust me, it's a big difference. But when you bring them together, that's so much more stronger. Because when you do passion, I'm telling y'all, the money is gonna come. Because if you love doing hair naturally, you could do hair for free all your life, and you get that one person that's a consistent client that's paying you what you like to make up for all the other people that you done did for free, if that makes sense. Number 4, personal life. So this is also something that I recently learned, and this is so important to me because it's like you really do got to find a balance. I suggest when you first start, make it 70% business, 30% whatever else you got going on, honestly, because if you're living off of this, my philosophy, honestly, is when it comes to business, I feel as if when it comes to business in your personal life, I feel that you should make it mostly business for about the first year or 2 years. I really think 3, I'm not gonna lie, but the first 2 to 3 years, I feel like it has to be 70% business, and you got to be ready for that because those first years are teaching you how to do it regardless of anything. Like, those first years are very important when you're starting out because it's not, a lot of people think like, it's my first year, I'm slacking, I can just slack off. And no, that's the part where you got to work the most because you got to prove it to yourself. It's not about everybody else. It's not about, the people around you, what they think, how much you make. Them first years are about building your skill set, learning your work ethic, learning yourself so that you can know, like, okay, am I able to wake up early? Could I do 20 people in one day? If I had to cancel, how's my communication skills? And people take that type of stuff for granted. A lot of people look at it like, oh, it's my first year. I'm going to go as slow as I want to. That's the year where it really counts because you could come across anybody at any moment that wants to invest in you. And if they see you taking it serious off the bat, oh, yeah, okay. Let me invest in them real quick, okay? Yeah, but personal life. So when it comes to other stuff you got going on, I honestly feel like 70% business, but it's really up to you and how you want to have it, because balance is very important and it depends on where you are in your life. If you're already at the point to where you're emotionally there, and that is so freaking important. You got to be emotionally there for yourself. For yourself. I'm going to say that again. For yourself. You got to be emotionally there. And I honestly feel like part of this project, we all need help when it comes to that area. Like, we all need help. I'm telling y'all this right now. Because you can have something in your personal life that throws you off from your business. And it's like, for example, like I used earlier, when it comes to, okay, my boo made me mad, or, you know, my husband, my wife, whatever, girlfriend, boyfriend, they irritated me today. I'm coming to work with an attitude. I'm doing somebody's hair. They can feel it. That's what vibes are about. They can feel that. They know, like, you know, damn, this girl braided my hair kind of tight today. Okay. You know, well, she snagging, you know, she about to snag my wig out. Oh my God. You know, people can feel that. And it's like, vibes are very important. And I think it's very important to work on your emotional well-being along with your business, because it shows. People can feel it. I'm telling you, like, they'll walk out the shop. Yeah, I'm not going back to her. This bitch almost ripped my hair out. You know, that's just how it is. And it's like, we're human at the end of the day. We need some type of, I believe in having a release of an outlet, but it shouldn't be the workplace. It shouldn't be you coming to work still on the phone, mad, still arguing back and forth with this person, you know. And I'm pretty sure we all done had our days. I promise y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all a short little story real quick. So when I first started out doing my business, I'm not gonna say what it is yet, but when I first started out with my business, I was in a relationship, and this person would constantly tell me, like, oh, well, I don't want you doing rides for men. And it was just like, what the hell? Because I feel like it's not a good idea to be in a relationship with somebody personally that doesn't support you business wise, because it's like when those two colliding, like, you can't tell somebody how to run their business, or, you know, it was a hustle at that time. You can't tell somebody how to run their business. They hustle, whatever they got going on, based off of your emotions and how you feel, because you're affecting how I feel. When I go to work, I'm calling back and forth, stressed out, you know. Why are you da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Why can't I just, this person is calling, I gotta make this money, and da-da-da. You know, it was just so stressful, like, so stressful. Oh my God. And it's just like, you really don't want those type of problems when you're going into anything that you're doing, because it's not worth it. I'm telling y'all, like, I literally would be doing my business, my service or whatever. This person would, I gotta come with you. Ooh, don't get me started on this other man that I was in a relationship with before, this boy or whatever. I want to bring my baby with you. Oh my God. Like, it was just like, you can't be there for every single service I do. Like, it's not, you know, and I know somebody can relate. I know a female can relate. A male can relate when it's like, they always want to come with you, and it's like, bro, this is not how this works. Or, for example, I'll be doing a service. Who you servicing right now? You want me to just say their name right in front of them like I'm just on the phone talking about them, and they don't even know you? They barely know me. Like, you think I'm about to, yeah, I'm doing this. Say I was doing hair. Yeah, I'm just doing Brandon hair right now. You like, bitch, who is you? I mean, girl, who is you? Like, who is you? But, you know, especially in the hood, it's like, you don't just get on the phone like, yeah, Brandon right here, and da-da-da. Like, that doesn't work like that. So, in personal life, please make sure that you are working on yourself enough to where you know the difference and trust yourself. I'm telling y'all intuition got to kick in on this, man and female. Trust yourself to know when it's like, okay, this is not working. I do not see myself going far in business with this person around, because that is God telling you right there, or whatever you believe in telling you right there. Yourself. It is about yourself telling you right there, like, no, this is not about to work. And, oh my God. Okay, number 5. This is so important. I'm telling y'all right now, this is so important. Support. And I want to go over here and show y'all. No, because this is that one. I'm telling y'all right now. This is that one. Support. Y'all see that? You done went down the list. Whew. I'm about to get on y'all about this one. Okay. Because the reason why it is so important is because I want y'all to think about it for a second. I want y'all to think about it. Why is support so important? Why? Why is it so important? I'm going to give y'all the answer. Because it's something you cannot control. Think about it. You start your business. Okay, girl, yeah, you about to be doing my nails. You about to be doing my hair. I'm about to be coming up to your shop and da-da-da-da. Soon as your shop open, bam, ain't nobody there. Bam, them people that said they was going to put money into you ain't do it. Bam, oh, well, that man that said he was going to support you, he not there every time you need something, making sure you on your stuff to even further invest in whatever you got going on. And it's just like that support is so important. And that's why Vibenride is here, because it's support. Like, I'm telling y'all, when I first started my business, everybody was my hustle. It was a hustle at first. Everybody was saying, like, oh my God, look, she doing her thing and all that. She doing her thing, blah, 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 blah. Then when it came down to it, those people did not support me for real. I'm not saying anything as far as discounts are wrong or anything, but it was like those were the first people. Why can't you do it for free? How come you can't do this for me? And da-da-da-da-da-da. And it was just like, oh my God, like, do you not know I'm trying to live off of this right now? Like, seriously. And it's like you get into that a lot too, because it's like you should not, if you really support me, there should be no argument on whether or not I should do this service for free. It shouldn't be a problem if I'm not available to do it, because you support me wholeheartedly. So it's like, you know, and it's like the people that claim they support you, they are going to be your hardest critics. I'm telling you. And it's like you would think it's real support, but it's like they be the main ones. You could fucking be driving them somewhere. Your car run out of gas. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have went with you because da-da-da-da-da. Like they be the main critics. The people, and I'm mostly talking about family here. I'm not really talking about the people that really can't do it, because, you know, that's a whole nother thing within itself. Some people really just can't do it. They really, you know, they support in different ways. Like, you'll see them liking, sharing your stuff on Facebook, sharing your statuses, just different stuff like that. Oh man, I feel bad because I've been looking down this whole time. I meant to be looking up here. But you will be able to tell the difference, because they'll be liking, sharing your statuses. Like, they can't always monetarily support, but it's like they getting you noticed by other people. That's really their way of supporting and stuff. You know, that's great, because at least they trying. Because other people, I'm telling you, when you start, or as you go on, the people that say they're going to support you, you cannot have high expectations, because that can come in so many forms. Some people you really don't even want their support for real, honestly, because it is so, like, it's such a challenge with certain people. Like, you know how they say not all money is good money? Not all support is good support either, because it is such a challenge. Like, oh my gosh, it's just so much. And to wrap that all up, I basically just want to say, like, what Vibenride is here for is your support, because we go through so many challenges in business, and it's like, who do we call at the end of the night after we get off work? All these clients done, you know, probably got on your nerve. Not saying it's always the client's fault, because, you know, I don't believe in that, but it's just like, at the end of the day, we are human. And people that start businesses, a lot of times we don't have the support that we need. We don't always have the strength to keep on going. And I feel like, especially young entrepreneurs, that's the reason why a lot of us give up, because we don't have that support. We don't have a lot of people around us telling us, like, keep going, you can do it, you know, because a lot of times they're scared, or a lot of times they didn't do it, especially in Black families. It's like, we don't have a lot of families that did it themselves. So when you're going out doing it, it's like everybody's scared. Everybody's looking at you crazy. They looking like, oh, they've been at work a little bit too long today. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Like, you really trying to work on yourself, or you will start doing stuff differently as you should. And it would be like, they acting funny. They acting like this. They doing that. And it's just messed up, because we don't get the support that we need. And I feel like support comes in so many different forms, that we want to offer y'all different types of support. Me personally, I'm a person that how you doing? We have something called positive perspective. I'm the person you would call if, you know, it's a lot of stuff going on in your life, it's a lot of pressure, and you just want to hear something different. You want to hear a different perspective. Now, regardless, all of our vibers are here to listen. We're all here to listen. If you just want to, look, I don't even want your advice. Look, I just want you to listen real quick about what I'm about to run down my whole day. I want to talk to somebody. You know, that's cool. That's support. We're here. Call us. We're here. But I'm more of the person that I can give you a different perspective, or a more positive, open perspective, because I feel like sometimes we forget to be gracious, especially as business owners, because we're so busy going. It could be like, for example, a shipment that didn't come in. Okay, just for example, especially with Corona, we had a lot of people who shipments didn't come in for them, you know, or it's like, okay, now I'm short. Say you sell bundles, I'm short on what I was supposed to be selling because of this whole Corona is holding up my business. You know, I'm supposed to be making money. I'm supposed to be doing this, doing that. And if you look at it in a different way, who's not affected by Corona? And let that sink in. Like, honestly, we're all affected by it right now. So sometimes we just need somebody else to point out, look, you're not alone. You're not the only one going through this. We all are going through this right now, especially as business owners. It's hard out here for a pimp trying to make that little money for the rent, but we got you. We got you, because it's sometimes we just need that extra person just to show us how it can really be, you know, keep us going, because I know a lot of businesses open during Corona, but a lot of businesses also closed too. And it's like, we just really be needing that extra push. Like, this is the time, and we still in the season right now. It's not over. The battle not over. So we definitely need a push. We need something to help us to keep on going, because right now it's really challenging times. So we here when you need us. When you need somebody to talk to, and you know your family don't understand, your friends don't understand, your person you in a relationship might not understand. We're here just to listen to you so you can get it all out, because your vibes are very important, and we understand that energy can go into the workplace, especially when it comes to giving up on yourself because you don't have the support that you need. So we're here to support you. Just give us a call, because it's like, we feel like the people, you know, we see so many people every day on Instagram blow up. We see so many people on Facebook. But think about if you would have kept going. Think about if you do keep on going, how big it can get, regardless on, you know, how much money you can make, how successful you can be, how much you can be an impact for your kids, how much you can show your family that it is possible. So don't ever give up. And I feel like we're here to support you during your journey, and especially during challenging times. Even if you just want to call and talk, if you want to get advice, or you just want somebody to listen, we're here for you, because it's hard, especially right now. So we really want to help y'all.